Week. And so we're here. Anyway, howdy. This is Pale Rider, and welcome to my stream. I'm back with Hogwarts Legacy.
When you have a moment.
And when I have a moment, I will go talk to him. But first, I'm going to go out here a minute. But you know what? No. Well, yeah, might as well. First things first, let's mess with all the animals. I think everybody's eating. You done eating? Now give me some toadstools. Some Eye of Newt or something. Dudes, come over here and eat. Right here.
Akio.
Oh shit, no. Wrong freaking button. I hate when I do that. That was just not nice. To mess up my birds, and that's just not a nice thing to do. Sorry. Let's try that again. Thank you for still giving me a feather. It's better than the finger. Just always pressing the wrong buttons. Wait, what was that? Wait. What was that? What? That's not what I seen. Was it this guy? What about you? He needs to eat still. She. You need to eat too, buddy. Come here. Look, over here. Food. Here, come here. Come here. Come on. Need to eat. Eat. Food. Food. Over here. Yeah. Food. Kitty. Come on, eat. Why won't these open up? Open. Wait, somebody just ate something. Right, so this guy? Okay, who's left? Wow, there's a lot of them. Okay, so one of the cats still needs to eat. And that guy needs to be collected. One of the birds needs to be combed, brushed. One of the birds. This is for the birds. This one, well, there's two of them way over there. Was this one? That's not the one. Might be that one up there. Hey, no, it's not that one. Oh, this guy finally ate, didn't he? Oh, I don't know. It's not the right one. Okay, what's this bird? No, it's this. I seen one over here. Where'd he go? That's the one. Okay. Who's still left? One of the cats need to be collected. One of the dodo birds need to be collected. Hey, Dodo. Neither one of these two. It's the other one, wherever he's at. That one, way over there. Yep. Thank you. Where's the cats? All three of the cats are over here, so it's got to be one of these. There it is. Hey, so everybody... Wait. Yeah, everybody's good. Everybody is happy. Go to the next chamber of horrors, of secrets. I didn't give them a ball. That's not good. Okay, so let's do this quick. They're already eating, huh? All these guys are eating. Dude, get over there and eat. Somebody's making funny noises. Is he choking? Okay, let's see what I got going now. One of the white bird needs to be fed, or yeah, he needs to be fed. And one of the puffer dudes needs to be, and one of the red puffer and the blue bird need to be groomed. You're not the blue one, you're the green one. The red puffer, puffy dude. Oh, there's the puffy thing. This one right here. Right here. Right here. Yeah. Thank you for your puffy stuff. Okay, so where's the blue bird? That one? Is that one blue? It looks green to me. Alrighty. Okay, let's see who hasn't gave up their stuff yet. Collect the named Threstrel and the gray bird lion dude. Gray bird lion and one of the dead birds, or dead dudes. Dead, whatever these things are called.
Akio!
Oh shit! Why? Why? What just happened? Oh hey. He didn't like that at all, did he? Is he coming back down? Did I collect it? I might have collected it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he didn't like that at all. Is he the named one? No. Like, neither of them are the named ones. This one over here. Yeah. Okay. I think I got everything. Nurtured, 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 nurtured. Everybody's nurtured. Everybody happy now? Here, I'll give you a ball. Alan, what's up? These guys crack me up. Goal! They run right over them little fluffy dudes. Probably shouldn't let the little fluffy guys in the same pin with the big guys. I want the ball. Little fluffy dude, he's getting kicked around like the ball. He's just another ball. All right, enough of that. So how you doing tonight, Alan?
Deek would like to speak with you when you have a moment.
Here you guys go. Go playing. That frog's a little slow. The cats are freaking just shooting that thing around, man. Okay. Deeks. Wait, let me change this first while I'm thinking about it. You know what I was thinking? Let me look at my stuff for a second. I was thinking about this earlier. I got for that. I can't look at that stuff from here. This one, what's it called? Defendo. I finally got a thing for it. On here. Inventory. No. Collections. This one. Laceration. And I don't think I have it on any of my clothes. I was thinking about switching it around. If I go to the loom. So this is the stuff that I have. I've got Ancient Magic Focus 3, Control 3. Most of these have to do with Ancient Magic. This one has Ancient Magic. I think it's when you grab something and slam them on the ground. Bam, 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 back and forth. So I got that one. And Concentration is just for all spells. So that's a good one. Ancient Magic increases damage. This one over here, Focus, makes it so that the meter goes up faster, which is a good thing. And this one gives it more strength. So all three of these are for Ancient Magic. Unforgivable is for anytime I curse somebody, it makes it stronger. Anything that I do to them after that, it'll deal more damage. So I have to curse them first, and they get that green X on them, and then I can zap them with anything, and it'll kill them faster. But this one is specific only to Incendio. And I don't use Incendio that often. The only time I actually even use it in a fight is when I'm fighting those dead dudes. those zombie looking things, the undead. And I use the slash thing all the time, so I'm thinking I'm going to change this scorched to the laceration. Oh, laceration 3. Be down here. This one. Yep, I'm going to do that. Kind of sucks you can only use
Spare a moment.
6 of
Deke
those.
has an idea to share.
Oh yeah, got to talk to Deeks now. But anyway, Zero, what's up? And Blue Jay, what's up? And Laird, what's up? How you guys doing tonight? Doing good. Finished dinner. Ham sandwich dinner. Drinking a cold soda now. That's about it. How about you? Pretty good, man. I just threw something together real quick too. Can of raviolis. I threw some things in it, make it a little bit better though. Kinda depends on your game style. If you want to boost all your spell concentration 3 on all items. Ancient Magic 3 on all your items makes your Ancient Magic attack go crazy. But you see, you can't use Ancient Magic all the time. That's the problem. So the Ancient Magic focus helps it so that you can use the Ancient Magic more often, but still you can't use it all the time. So you have to have to actually be able to use it, you'd have to at least actually be able to use it more, you'd at least have to get at least one ancient magic focus. And then maybe the rest on ancient magic, or half ancient magic focus and the rest on ancient magic. I have 3 different items on ancient magic already. So I figure I'm pretty powerful enough. There's some things that take me a little bit to kill now, but most things I can kill pretty quick now, including that freaking big dude last night, the boss guy. The first time I had to fight one of those bosses, I got killed 3 or 4 times before I finally killed him, and it took me a long time to actually kill him when I finally did kill him. Last night I 2-shotted him, I think. Actually, I got him down with some other stuff, and then I freaking 1-shotted him after. Well, I used magic. Oh, no, I did. I think I did 2-shot him with magic, ancient magic. But most of the time, if you look at my hot bar down there, I have that laceration on there. So that's the one that I use the most. So I figure I will at least get that on there. And I have this here, the Scorch. That's what I had it on before Scorched, I think, or Scorching or whatever. I had it so that I can use this, and that's just against those freaking undead dudes. But I mostly use that, so I figure I might as well do that. I know that if I double them up, I had the concentration doubled up before, and it was a lot better. And I had the ancient magic doubled up. You know, I had two items with both of those two on it, and they worked a lot better. Yeah, but I'm not really worried about it. I'd rather spread it out. Unforgivable 3 is great if you're into cursing everyone. I curse a lot of people. I mean, if you look at my traits.
When you have a moment.
Look at my traits. Which reminds me, I only have 3 more traits I can get. But if you look at my traits, I have 3 Filipino, whatever, that's curses things. Whatever, that one curses things. Even stupefy curses. And I was thinking about doing this one, but I don't think I'm going to be using that one probably a whole lot. It seemed to kind of give, the one time I used it last night after I got it, that girl that was with me mentioned something about it. She goes, "Why would you do such a thing?" or something like that, you know. So I think that it's going to make me out to be a more on the evil side, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, that's for that, and this also. Well, that one's, I don't know. That's one of the unforgivable magics also, and this one also, right? I don't know. Well, I'm doing better, but I still have a cough and no taste buds. Oh no, no taste buds. Are you sure you didn't get COVID? I remember back in the early days of COVID, some people that I knew that got COVID said that their taste buds went away. They couldn't taste anything for a while. It actually lasted for like a month or so after they recovered. That sucks. Hope it finally passes. Yep. It's good that you're doing better, though. Glad you're getting better. Yep. Which boss? The second one. For Charles Rookwood, is that his name? Charles Rookwood's trial. My whole family has it, and my dad's had the cough for about 2 weeks now. So this cough might be there for a while. This kind of sounds like you might have got COVID, dude. I know. I'm pretty sure I didn't get diagnosed with it because I didn't go to the doctor, but I'm pretty sure I had it last year, and the cough lasted for months. And there was some weird thing. Well, I couldn't sing because I play my guitar and sing every night. I sing a couple songs and play my guitar before I start the stream every night. And I couldn't hardly sing without freaking coughing my lungs out, man, for like months. It was like lingering, and there was some kind of a weird feeling in the upper part of my lungs for at least 3 or 4 months after that. Hopefully not, but it seems like it's been messing with you guys for a while now. Got tested, didn't have it. Oh. Yeah, I never got tested, but yeah. Pensive Guardian. Yep, that's the one. The big guy.
Talk to Deke.
All right, let's talk to Deke.
Hello, Deke.
Well, that's
You
loud.
wanted to talk to me?
Indeed. Deek thought you might want to learn how to build a breeding pen so that you can breed beasts.
You can breed your mother. Ah, that's just rude.
That sounds like a very good idea.
Rescuing and breeding beasts go hand in hand. Young beasts are particularly vulnerable to poachers. Breeding beasts here in the room will allow us to keep the younger ones safe.
I see. What do I need to do?
First, bring a pair of beasts to the room. One male, one female. Deed suggests rescuing thestrals, as they're at great risk from poachers. Noble creatures, but their relationship with death gives them a bad reputation. They're prized by poachers for their tail hairs.
I've seen thestrals before, but where would I find a pair of them nearby?
Like
Deek has seen some wild
Behind
thestrals
you?
not too far from the Hogwarts grounds. Then you'll need to purchase a spellcraft for the pen from Tomes and Scrolls and gather the materials it requires. Once you've rescued the thestrals and you have the spellcraft, you come and find Deek.
Okay, I already rescued some of them bastards. I'll go get them and replace them with something else. Wait, what? Well, let me go in here first. Rescue them, I mean get them. I'll go get the bastards. Did I say rescue? I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. Don't mind me. Oh wait, I wanted to look at something. Wait, what do I have in here anyway? First, before I look. I've got hippogriffs, thestrals, puffy butts, and whoopers. Whoopers. Which one do I have the least of these things of? Wow, I'm getting quite a good collection of stuff going here. Moon calves. That's what I'm lowest on, huh? I got moon calves. Yeah, I'm going to replace them with moon calves because I got moon calves in my inventory. So I just need a pair. What? No, I need to take them all out. Oh shit! Why? Press the wrong button.
I'll look after you.
Alrighty. Find them little bastards. Wait. Okay, eat up. Over here. Come on over here, guys. Come on. Food. 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 They walk so funny. Reminds me of Darcy's dog. Food. Food. Oh, one's little. Okay, I need to go get the breeding pen too. Wait, no. I can't go out from in here, can I? I never even tried, can I? Can I even get to the map? Oh, maybe. Hogsmeade. This guy down here. What's crazy is last time I had a cough that wouldn't go away. I got an abscess tooth. I got this cough and They took. Hey, look at that! I got an abscess tooth. Next time I get a cough, I'm going straight to the dentist. Yeah, sounds like it. Maybe it's the abscess tooth that's giving you the cough. Like because abscess teeth are infected. They got poison in them.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I had an abscess tooth for years one time, and finally got it pulled.
Ah, it's always nice to see a familiar face. Let's look at what we have, shall we?
Have this.
Now we can conjure a breeding pen in the room. Best get back to Deke with the Thestrals.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
You can friggin' try to help me get rid of some of this crap. I really should just. It takes some time to do it, but I have so much of this stuff, man. Locked items, but I don't want to sell them outright because I don't know if I can keep them without unlocking them first. In my in this thing, appearances. But what I'd have to do is go through each item and see if I have it already. It wouldn't be in collections, it'd be in other. And see if I have everything. And if I have it, then sell it. And it just take a while. I can't do it on stream. Anyway, let me go back now. Rescued Thestrals. Oh.
I've rescued the Thestrals and bought the spellcraft for the pen.
Excellent. Now, to breed your Thestrals, simply release them into the same vivarium in which you conjure the pen. Then use the pen to start the process. Come and see Deke when you're finished.
I shall. I wonder where I should conjure their pen.
Well, I guess I'm putting them back in there. Oh, he's gonna open another one. Or it's gonna open another one. Got a new pin. That's pretty cool. Now, I'm glad I took them out. Oh, shit. Screenshot.
Deke never grows tired of the room's surprises. We now have the perfect place for those Thestrals. Please let Deke know once you've bred them.
Whoa, yep. It's dark, just like the place where I found them. This is exactly the place where I found them, I think. Look around.
Revelio. Revelio.
How to get up there?
Revelio.
There's something over here.
Revelio.
Stuck. Up. Let's go the other way. I can't fly in here.
Revelio.
Can't go that way. Freaking swamp. Born on a bayou. Born on a bayou.
Revelio.
Hey, what's in here? Oh, that's the way out. Damn it. Okay, now I know.
Revelio.
What was that? Another leech? Mmm. Good eating. I will save him for a snack.
Revelio. Revelio.
The hell? Where am I? There's a whole another section over here. It's a pretty big place, man. Oh, God, spiders.
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
I cannot see.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Revelio.
This place is huge, man.
Revelio.
Guess that's it. Let me go back to the main area. Put up some breeding pens. Alright. Where's the entrance? Right here? Okay, breeding pens, go over there. Right. Now, what did I just do? Damn, this is freaking huge. Let's try this way. Breeding pens can be used to breed two beasts and produce offspring. So, wonder how many pins I can put up. Probably should get feeding trough thing though, too. In here. And something for them to play with. That's good enough for now. I'm getting quite a few of these things now. Wait, what was that? I just noticed there's other stuff here. What is all this? A house? I didn't even notice that there was other stuff in here. How big is this freaking cottage? Wow. Pretty big. Where's the front of it? Oh. Okay, I'll mess with this stuff later. Is there more? No, that's all that's there. And rocks. Select the beast from the inventory. Okay, now what? Gonna put them in the pen? Wait. You can breed offspring of any species where you have a male and female active. Huh. What'd that just say? I got a unique something. Okay, that's the female. Nesting, gestating. Huh. I wonder how many of those pins I can actually get going. Does these things just keep popping up? Because I thought I got all those things there. Moonstones. Here, guys. want a ball? I bet you they'll like the bone one, huh? Yep, he likes the bones. Okay, so this, I'm gonna go back and swap around. How the hell do? Wait, what?
Revelio.
It's like a hallway. Okay. What do I have in here? I want to put a couple other species in that room, but I don't want ones that'll be more at home in the swamp. Mooncalves? They look like swampy little bastards.
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
Let me put a different one in here then. The unicorns? Wait, unicorns like woods, don't they? I don't know. I don't know. I know the frogs. I'll put those in the swamp. Damn it, wrong button.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
So I'm going to actually have all of the animals cared for now, except there's 2 animals that I don't have. And there's only room for 1 more after this, I think. Wait. Oh. So if I breed anything, I'm going to have to make sure that I leave spaces open. Breeding pen already occupied. To breed more beasts, conjure another breeding pen, or wait until this beast is given birth. Okay. All right, I think I'm good here. I'm going to do it off stream. I'll come back and set up more pins. Maybe I could set up 3 pins at a time in each area and get most of the animals breeding, and then I can come back in after they give birth and go sell the babies. I'd be like a poacher, a beast trafficker. Okay, so I'm not low on anything here except for invisibility potions, and that's because I freaking accidentally keep using them. Right, what the hell? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, oh, and there's another one. Shoot, I'll just do them all. Actually, let me get one of these. Yeah, screw it. Hey, Henrik, what's up, man? Today I was setting up the bolt bots on Discord for this girl with over 100k followers and 20k subs. I don't know why but it felt pretty good. Oh, somebody that you know, or somebody that you just met on the internet? And if you just met her on the internet, is she single, and do you like her? You got to get into the gossip of it. Why? Oh, I'm full. Am I full? Yeah, I'm full. Okay, I'm out of here. Mooncalves and toads would love that place. Yep. Okay, so I think I'm done here. Let me see what the next quest is. I'm going to try to stick to quests today. Use the breeding pins to breed a thrust. Oh, I got to finish that. I got to follow that up. So let me wait a few minutes. What's going on here? Oh, hey, this opened up. Breed a unique beast. So that means I got to breed. There's only 13 beasts. I've got 11 of them right now. So that means I have to breed all but one of them. Okay. Well, I'll do that off stream. I have to go in and put about 3 breeding pins in each one, if it'll hold that many. I don't know how many they hold. There's usually a limit, it seems like, on stuff. So let me go back up here and check on the breeding process. 19 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna have to go do something else and come back. So 19, say 20 minutes from now would be around 9:50 if I'll come back. You know what? I can fast travel out of here, huh? Next one. Speak to Sebastian, or 10 Beast class. That's a good one. Give him Barda. Another spell. I've been helping creatures recently from the recently from the 100 to 300k followers and subs, so it ain't no love story. Do what? I don't get what you're talking about. I know you're saying that you didn't. She's not, maybe not single, and you don't have a thing for her. But what's creatures? You mean creators? I would never have a long distance relationship. You never know. She might just live close to you. When I met Darcy on the internet, I had no idea that she was just a couple hundred miles away from me. And I had no idea. We kind of internet had an internet relationship for over 2 years before I moved up here. And then I had a problem at the place I was living at. And she said, well, hey, you can move up here. And so I did. Doing good. Was meant to stream earlier, but I binge watched some episodes of Haunted and forgot about the time. Yeah. Creators, not creatures. My spelling today. Yep. Okay, what am I doing? I'm going over here. Probably got to wait till daytime.
My brother's doing well, thanks to you.
Eh.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
Can't talk to anybody? They usually let me talk to people after class.
I take it you're ready to learn your new...
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Isn't that the whole point? To hurt them bastards?
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements.
Okay, this one's a ziggy
Remember,
zaggedy one.
the exploding charm is highly volatile.
AXBBA.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Okay, I need to, well, I've got 5 of this one now. I don't even have 4 of this one yet. Shoot. I got this all screwed up right now. Excuse me. This one is there. That one's there. So let's put this one here for now. On a pumpkin? Which pumpkin?
Revelio.
A minute ago there were some pumpkins that I could... Okay, let's try this one. There we go.
Bombarda.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
Blew the shit out of that pumpkin. Just blow them all up, man.
Excellent. You have it well in hand.
Them pumpkins better watch out for me. I'm the pumpkin killer. There's another one. Little bastard ain't getting away from me.
Bombarda.
Oh, there's another one. Try to hide. You can run, but you just can't hide. Oh, more. 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 Let's kill them pumpkins. Them evil bastards. The evil pumpkins.
Bombarda!
All pumpkins must die. I got like 5 of them in one shot, man. Hey, how'd you escape me? Little bastard. Oh, there you go. Is that same chick from before? Yeah, I'll probably have to talk to her in a minute. After I finish talking to this lady. Is that it?
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
Oh, I thought...
Apologies, Professor. Perhaps later.
Very well.
So this girl didn't look like she wanted to talk. No. I was going to tell her that I
hate
had...
to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Yep. I was going to tell her I had her hippogriff. No, it won't let me. Go to talk to Sebastian in the Undercroft. There's so many cool people on the internet, but imagine one was not even that far away. Yeah. So this is it was kind of a cool story too. So I started streaming I started uploading videos in 2014, in April of 2014. That's when I got on this Minecraft server called Van Freedom, and I was doing just Van Freedom, I was doing videos, not streams, but videos of what we were creating on there, the what do you call it, freaking spawn village, spawn, or whatever you call it, everybody had their own shops and everything, and then everybody also had their own bases in other places, but we all had a shop in Spawn Town, and then I started messing with Redstone, so I started building stuff with that and making videos of that too. And then I started working with modded stuff. That was all vanilla. That's why it was called Van Freedom, which meant vanilla freedom. So it was vanilla Minecraft. And so then I started working with modded stuff, and I met this guy. He was doing videos too, and I started, leaving comments on his videos. His name was oh God, I can't even remember. He was kind of a hippie guy, but he was really cool, and he was doing the same thing as I was, trying to do videos, and he was into modded, and so I started getting on modded servers and started doing stuff in on his servers. And then I decided I'd start doing tutorials, Minecraft tutorials. So I started doing tutorials of each type of mod pack separate mod, you know, like a mod tutorial of stuff like God, I can't even think of any of the mods now that I used to. Ring wings. I did a whole series on IO something IO. I don't know. It was a pretty popular mod back then. Shit, I can't remember the name of it. Something IO, and then no, draconian evolution or something. Draconic evolution. I did a whole series on draconic evolution. And Ender IO. Is that what the other one was called? I don't know. But I did a bunch of different videos. But when I was doing those videos, I was trying to learn more about the stuff. And so I started watching other people's videos, trying to learn more about the different mods while I was trying to figure them out before I did before I did my own tutorials. And I ran into this girl that did some really cool videos, tutorial videos, and her name was shit, I can't even remember now. Actually, before that, I got with this group of people mostly from England or from the UK. One guy was from Scotland. Most of them were from the UK, and then one guy was actually from the West Coast or the East Coast of the United States. And there was one of them that was actually from Texas too. But we all got together and we'd do videos together, and that's when I first streamed a few times. And so we was a whole group of people, and we actually had a whole thing. We had a club, kind of a club going, Minecraft type club, but then we also played other games together. And Nicole BW. Okay, so then I was doing videos with these guys from England for a long time. It was the Boxy Club is what we called it. Boxy meaning, you know, squares or cubes, you know, like freaking Minecraft. A guy named Furriers. He was kind of like the leader, unofficial leader of the group. And so I was doing videos with them guys for about a year. And I was also still doing my tutorials and shit during that time. And that's when I ran into Nicole BW videos, and I started watching her videos, and I started leaving comments in her comment section, and she started commenting back. And then she said, she goes, "Hey, I just came out with this," because she made her own mod packs, and she said she just came out with this cool, it wasn't even really a mod pack, it was a challenge thing where she set up her own world with islands. And she asked if I wanted me, and she belonged to another group. It was called the Tryhards, another group of Minecrafters. And there was somebody in the group. She asked me if I wanted to join her and one other member of her group, the Tryhards, to do. Each one of us would do our own video of us going through this challenge pack thing that she had. And so it was me, her, and somebody named Mountain Dew, and that is another girl too. So Mountain Dew is from the East Coast, I think, West Virginia or or one of the Carolinas. And then Nicole, she was an Army wife. Her husband was in the service, and she moved around a lot to different bases and stuff. So she was all around the Midwest, I think. So we got together and we did these videos. All of us, each one of us did these separate video, and we all put them out on the same day and we'd play like once every week, I think. And until we got through the whole challenge. And they both asked me during the time that we were doing that, they asked me if I wanted to get on their server. They had a tryhard server. I got on the server, and Darcy was a member of the tryhards. This is Darcy and Mr. P, Mr. Peyton, that comes on the stream sometimes. He was on the other night from Australia. He was a member. There's quite a few members of the group, and so then they asked me if I wanted to join. I said, yeah, sure. So I got on their server and I was playing around on the server, and Darcy was on quite a few times when I was on, and she started coming over to my base, seeing what I was doing, and I go check out her base, and then we just started talking on Skype. Back then, everybody talked on Skype, so we started talking on Skype, and the next thing you know, we were like sending freaking hearts, emojis, and shit back and forth to each other, and actually freaking started kind of, being like a couple. And we did that for years. Like I said, over 2 years. And then I finally moved in with her up here. And we were together up here for almost 4 years. So we were together for almost 6 years altogether. Actually, we were together about 6 years altogether. If you count the more than 2 years that we weren't living together. And then we broke up almost a year ago now. I think it was in April or May of last year. But we still do videos together and stuff. And I actually still really like her. I actually love her as a person, She's one of my only real life friends that I have left that lives anywhere close to me. So I still have a lot of feelings for her. I don't know how she actually feels about me, but she seems to tolerate me now. So that's a good thing. I don't know where I'm going. What am I doing? Okay, I'm going down. Anyway, it's kind of cool story that when we started talking, I realized that she just lived in Northern California and I was in Central California. So we realized we were relatively close to each other. I mean, within driving distance, easily. It's about 5 hour drive difference. So I thought it was pretty cool, and it was really. I thought it was I never thought that I would have kind of a internet relationship with anybody. And I think the only reason that I did have an internet relationship with her in the first place is because she lives so close. And I had a feeling that sooner or later we were going to get together. And we did. I don't know why we are not together now because, things just happened. But I think it was pretty much mutually beneficial for both of us to be together, even because we still, like each other as people. We still get along real good, and we have a lot in common. So I never did understand why we weren't still together. I kind of do. I think it had a lot to do with my son moving up here and the situation's changing. But the thing is that if we would have been more open with each other about things, she could have talked to me. She would have felt more able to talk to me about it, and she would have probably realized that if she had a problem with some of the plans that my son was making, for all of us, that I would have sided with her, and we could have just said, let them do their own plans. We can make our own plans, But I think after we moved up here in my son's backyard, it was about the time she started thinking, well, maybe he's got different ideas of what he wants with his life than I do, I think that's probably the thing. But if she would have just talked to me about it, she would have realized that that's not the case. Because I would have much rather stayed up here with her or wherever she wanted to go than to take off somewhere with my son, because my son's planning on moving to the East Coast within the next year or so. And tell you the truth, he expects me to go with him. And if he's listening now, this might be the first he's hearing about it, but I don't know if I really want to go. I don't know if I want to go that far away from where I'm from, especially when I don't really seem to have. If I had a stronger relationship with my son anymore, I would probably think about it more. It'd be, but it's not that we don't have a strong relationship. It's that we don't have as much in common as we used to. He's got his own thing he wants to do, and I got my own thing I want to do, and I have other ideas that I want out of my life, And it's just, I would much rather stay up here around Darcy than move to freaking North Carolina around people I don't even freaking know. Put it that way.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
Just remember, I forgot to change my wall clock. Oh, your time changed? Oh no. That happened to me last week when our time changed. Well, it's been over a week now. But God, man, I was running off the freaking wrong time all day. Can now get the talent for this spell. Talent? Is there a talent for it? What was the spell called first? Oh, Bombardo? What? Bombarda. Nothing in here. Nothing in there. Oh, spells. Here we go. This one. Oh, that's a good one. Still don't even have this one. I don't want that one. This one would be good to have. I only have 3 more spells or talents that I can do, so I'll probably get these 2. And enemies stuck in the transformation spell transform into explosive objects. What? That would be cool. So you transform one enemy into a barrel of gunpowder or whatever, and then throw it at a freaking other enemy. So you kill one enemy with another enemy. That's pretty cool. That might be a good one. I don't even have that transformation spell yet. When time gets closer, you'll make a decision. Don't worry about it too much, because a lot of things can happen, but Thanks for sharing that. Yeah. Summertime versus wintertime. It's not that fun changing the clock every year. Yep. What's the daylight savings time? That's probably, well, that's what we call it here.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
Decisions. Either not tell Ominous or tell him. Yeah.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
I don't know if that was the right thing.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were
Damn it. Okay. Probably should have saved before I did this. Autosave. What time is it now? Autosave. Autosave. Wow, how many freaking autosaves do they have to have in the same exact spot? This might be before. Yeah, let's try this.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
Okay. I'm going to save here just so I know. Just in case it has 100 freaking autosaves again.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
So there's no daylight savings time in Mexico? Yeah, I knew that. I think there's a couple places in the United States where it's not like that too. I think Arizona doesn't have daylight savings time anymore. So half of the year Arizona's on the same time as we are, and half the year it's not. It's an hour difference. That's weird. Hope Sweden follows Mexico. It's annoying. It's very annoying. Never got used to it. You know what, though? Back in the early days of computers and computerized stuff, they would all change automatically. Everything would change automatically. You didn't have to reset your clocks. You'd have to reset your clocks if you had a digital, a wind-up mechanical clock. But all the digital stuff used to seem like most of it used to, it had a daylight savings feature that you could turn on, and if you turn on the daylight savings feature, it would automatically change for you. But nowadays, I think it's because all this stuff is sold worldwide and nobody knows, and because of places like Arizona who don't have daylight savings, you never know when it's going to change or not. So anyway, thanks Zero Man for understanding all that. That's good advice too. I'm not sure exactly how I feel about a lot of the stuff that's going on, and I more and more don't want to move to the East Coast, but never know when it gets right down to it if I'll feel that way when it happens. My biggest problem is that I want to live in the country. I like living in rural areas in the country. I've always liked it. And when they first started talking about moving to the East Coast, at first they were trying to compromise with me and say something. I was thinking Tennessee. Eastern Tennessee would have been a good spot, I thought. And that's close enough to her family that lives in North Carolina, and plus, but far enough away from the East Coast. I didn't want to live on the East Coast, and Tennessee's pretty much in the Appalachian Mountains, so I thought that would be a good place. And they were also saying that they wanted to live in the country. But the last time I talked to them about it, they were saying that they wanted to live in a neighborhood where their kids can grow up and be with other kids and have the whole freaking cul-de-sac type freaking life, the suburban freaking. I don't like that. That's not me. I don't want to be in some fucking suburb. I don't want to be in a fucking cul-de-sac. I think, personally, they were saying that there's better schools and they would find a nice place in a neighborhood with better schools, so when they have some kids, that the kids can grow up and live around the same kids and grow up in that type of environment. I don't think that that's a good environment. I think that you can live in a small town. See, they're talking about living in some, in the outskirts, in a suburb of one of the bigger cities over there. I think that it's better for kids to live in rural areas. They get to know, they go to school with less people, less kids, so they get a closer knit group of friends, and they do a lot of stuff with them too, and they learn better values, because bigger cities have different values, and it's just not the way I want to live, though. And I really, the main reason I wanted to move with them when they move is that when they do have some kids, I would love to be around my grandkids, because I have not been able to be around any of the grandkids that I already have. My daughter's daughter is in her teens now, and I've only really seen her 4 or 5 times in her lifetime, My son has another kid that's probably 10 years old by now, and I've never seen him because of his ex-girlfriend. She was a real bitch and wouldn't let him see her even, or see him. I don't even know if it's a boy or a girl, to tell you the truth, because it's been so long ago. Wasn't it a boy? Yeah, it's a boy. But yeah, I wanted to be around my grandkids so I can watch them grow up and actually teach them some of the stuff that I know, you know. But I don't know if living in a frickin' suburb is worth that. Yep, and North Carolina is very humid. All that whole frickin' southwest. I spent half of my childhood in northern Florida. So I know about how that whole area around there is just freaking humid and miserable in certain times of the year. I lived in Panama City, Florida. My mom was born and raised there, and half of my childhood she kept dragging me back there. 7.5 years of my childhood, which is pretty much half of my childhood. I've heard North Carolina is very beautiful and a lot of lush forest area. Yeah, but yeah, like he said, it's really, really humid, and I can get forest here. I'm in California. There's so many forests. There's nice, big, freaking redwood forests and pine forests and cedar forests and like big trees, old growth. Trees that are thousands of years old, you know. Some really, and besides those forests, there's, you know, smaller forests too. California has just really got everything. It's got everything that you can think of in the way of environment, you know, landscape and biospheres or whatever you want to call them. Biomes. Doesn't sound like a great place if it's humid. Yeah. If you go to the west, to the mountains, not as bad, or ocean, it's cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'm used to a certain type of weather, which is really fucking hot, man, in Fresno. But I'm used to that kind of weather. And you just keep your air conditioning on in the freaking summertime. It might cost a little bit, but anyway, let me get back to the game.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
Okay, this time I'm going to say the other thing. This is what I wanted to say in the first place. And with Ominous showing up at the end, realize this is the best way to go.
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise, I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
He's right there.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
He just broke that shit up.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Such a tragic loss. What happened to his parents?
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Spellbook is giving Sebastian hope.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Okay, I gotta remember to talk to him next time Sebastian talks to me. I don't know if I trust this guy though either, but I have a feeling that Sebastian's gonna turn bad. Can't talk to him now. He's just waiting there listening. That was a little creepy. All right. Oh, hey. My offspring. I had babies. I'm going to see my baby. Northern Florida, even worse humidity. Yep. Panama City, Florida. It's like right under Alabama, and it is so humid. I remember the last time I lived there was in the fall, and it was about 1970. I've been there since then. Once or twice, I think. But this was back in 1975. And we had a bad hurricane that year, and that's what made us move back to California. Oh, there's the baby. The baby. Baby. Feed and brush the baby. See if I can do this without like shooting them. Come on, little baby. Let's get over here. Come here. Food. Food. Food, baby, food. Food. Do I have to feed him? Come on, food, food. Food, baby. Come on, give the baby some food. goes. Baby's getting fed.
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
Oh, the baby. Oh, hey, what's up? He just had hearts. I didn't never seen no hearts before. Come on, let me brush my toad. That's not a euphemism. Mommy, mommy. Where's the other little guys? There they are. Okay, let's see how I'm going here. One of the frogs didn't get fed. All right. Is this one? Where's the other frog? Oh, hey. There we go. Well, the baby's going after the ball too. Ah. Okay. I wonder if I probably can't fly that one while she's pregnant, huh? Probably not. Speak with Deke. If you go to the... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Do they have a reason to exactly go to North Carolina, or is it just a thought because the suburb part you can find many states? So my daughter-in-law's family is either from there or a lot of them moved there, but I think most of her family lives there now. Her parents still live in Fresno, but I think they're planning on moving there also. So she wants to be closer to her sisters and their families and all that stuff. And she wants, I think when they do have kids, she wants their kids to grow up with their, cousins and stuff, which is a good thing. I can understand all that. I don't know if I want to live. I thought that we could do that and still live in the country, though. For another thing is, if they live in a suburb, they're not going to freaking let me have my bus in a suburb. The city. Cities have rules about that. And that's one of my only conditions for moving with them, is to find a good place that has a good piece of land for expansion and stuff like that, and a good spot for my bus. Because I'm not giving up my freaking bus. They tried to talk me into getting rid of the bus at one point. And I had to go round and round about them about saying, no, I'm not giving up my bus. Just figure it out. If I'm going with you, I'm taking my bus. Anyway, what's next? Oh, wait, I gotta talk to Deke.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
Sorry, Deeks. Your master got what he deserved. That's what I would say. But
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
let's go find that phoenix. Phoenix! All right. Wait, do I, nope. I think all I got left is the main quest now. Let's go do that. Meet with Poppy. Oh, I was just trying to talk to Poppy a minute ago and it wouldn't let me. She's still out there? She's... Where's she at? That's why she wouldn't talk to me, because she was an illusion. Feel sorry for Deke. Yep. Yeah, some of the things in games are really messed up the way... But, you know, this is... If you think about how things were in the past and give them the standards of today, then they seem a lot more messed up than they really are. And that's pretty much what they're trying to show here, is that they're, you know, slaves, and that slavery's bad. But they're also showing, I think it's good that they're showing that there were, most activists, I should say, most woke people nowadays think that anybody that was enslaved in the past had a rotten life and that it was such a bad life. Truth is that that was probably a small percentage of people had really bad lives. Because if you think about it, especially like in the Roman days, the slaves were, most of the slaves were treated like family members, although they didn't have the same privileges as the Romans. So they were treated as second-class citizens, but it was either that or the only alternative. The reason why the Romans had slaves in the first place is because they were trying to protect their borders, and that's why they fought and expanded, is because they were trying to have a certain way of life, which you can look back on that and say, why would they do that? It's because there were raiders and barbarians that had different ways of life and looked at things differently and didn't look at life the same way that they did. And that conflicted with their civilization. And these other civilizations, or these other tribes and other, not other civilizations, because there was other civilizations that they fought too, yeah, but most times when they fought against somebody, it was to protect their way of life. And the winner of these battles could either just wipe out the other tribes or the other civilizations, or they can enslave the other civilizations. And they chose not to wipe them out, because what happens is if you have a battle and you leave the other people alive, what they would do is they'd try to incorporate the towns and provinces that they would conquer into their own empire, right? But the people that were fighting against them, the physical people that were fighting against them, the other, like, soldiers, the warriors that were fighting against them, they were afraid that these people would rise up again and fight and come back, which they ended up doing. The Visigoths freaking wiped out Rome at one point. And so they knew from experience that they had to do something with the survivors of the battles. And instead of just killing them all, they would enslave them and make them part of their community. And they actually were second-class citizens, but they were alive. You know, I don't know. I'm not probably not explaining this exactly right, but there was a lot more to it, and it was a lot more complicated than people look at it back now and say, well, it was wrong. Yes, it was wrong. But there was a lot wrong, and there was a lot wrong. There's a lot wrong in the world even today. People don't understand what's going on with things like, why did we fight against communism? Why did we fight Vietnam in Vietnam? Why did we fight in Korea? Why did we almost have a freaking nuclear war with Russia? And Cuba, the Cuban Missile Crisis. Why did all this stuff happen? Why did we sacrifice our citizens for the Chinese in World War II? Right before World War II, actually, and during World War II, we fought to help the Chinese. And then they turned communist afterwards. And then they helped the communists around the world to fight against us. Why did all this stuff happen? Because we were trying to protect our way of life. And the communist way of life, no matter what people think nowadays, is not right. It has to be controlled by the elite. They might not say they're elite, but the leaders of these countries, like the Soviet Russia or Cuba or frickin' North Korea or North Vietnam or Cambodia at one point, these leaders acted like they were with the people and being one of the people, but no, they thought that they were smarter. They thought that they were right, and that their ideas and their visions of the future were the only ways to go, and that everybody had to fall in line and do what they wanted to do. And that's exactly what Marxists and socialists are doing now. They're saying that their way of life is the only way of life, and that everybody needs to follow it or else. Even the frickin' socialists in the United States right now. And that's why we fought against it. I was thinking about this not too long ago. I would really like to do a video about McCarthyism. McCarthyism was bad the way that they did it, but that's looking back at it in our way of looking at things, what happened with the McCarthy hearings, which were they had a House Committee on Un-American Activities, House on Un-American Activities Committee, which was, the House of Representatives in Congress. They started having these hearings trying to weed out all American Marxists and communists. And I would really like to do a video on it, just the title being, "Was McCarthyism Wrong?" And try to explore the idea of what was going on at that point in time and why the United States found it in their best interest to pursue that direction. And the only reason why it looks bad now is because they went after a lot of people in Hollywood, and Hollywood people had power. And now it's the Hollywood people that have the power that are actually for all the freaking socialism. And it's just like, why? Do they not understand why we went through that in the first place? It's crazy how minds have changed, and how they think that Marxism, socialism, communism, whatever, they think that they can get this and still be a free people. But they say, in the same breath, turn around and say, what's good for the collective? What's good for the collective good of everybody? And that's not what American values is about. It's about individual, not just individual rights, which are human rights, not just human rights, but individual responsibilities, how you treat other people, and people being individuals and working together with other individuals to create things. Being an individual yourself, not for the collective good of everybody, but for the good of you and the people that are close to you, and where your interests align with other people, and everybody tries to make things better for everybody in that way, instead of just saying for the collective good of everybody. There's a big difference. It's hard to explain. I can't really explain it right, but there's a big difference between a group of individuals and a collective. Because the collective thinks in one mind what's good for the collective, what's good for everybody. Whether it's good for me or not. whether it's good for my kids or my family, like global warming for one thing, for example. What's good for everybody on the planet, if their science is completely right, what would be good for everybody on the whole planet would be to stop all oil production and anything to do with oil, period. What would that do? A good portion of the population would die, because we would freeze to death, for one thing, because we don't have any freaking heating. We would lose out on electricity. We wouldn't be able to drive cars. Only the rich people would be able to afford the freaking Teslas and shit like that and drive around. And who's going to pay for the freaking electricity for those? The electricity has to come from somewhere. How is that electricity going to be freaking produced? So the globalist, the communist, the freaking collective idea, what is good for everybody, what's good for the planet, not just everybody, but the planet itself, will actually hurt a good majority of the people. If you look at everybody and say, okay, what's good, the thing is that's not looking at things for the good of you and your family. What I'm trying to get at, and that maybe that's not the best example either, because if you could see, we don't know what the science really is. They say that the science is this and that, but they're basing it on a freaking flawed science, which is meteorology. But maybe if they are completely correct, and we all knew it was completely correct, the people at the top, the people that have the money, the people that freaking are the elite, the ones that make these decisions, they're going to survive because they have the money and the means to survive. All the people at the bottom, the people, the average people, and the people that are below that, the poor people, are not going to survive. So why would the poor people side with the elite people when we're all going to freaking get wiped out over it? That's the collective good, would be these elite people. What's good for them, not what's good for the fucking poor people or the average person. When you look at things individually, you say, what's good for me and my family, and then what's good for my friends, and then after you find out what's good for you and your family and your friends, then you say what's good for the community, your local communities. Then you say, okay, so what's good for my county and my state? And then what's good for my country? And then, only then, after you get all that shit straightened out, then you worry about what's good for the fucking whole world. You can't start, it's a trickle up theory. Instead of the trickle down theory, it's trickle up. You work as individuals with your self-interest and your family's interest and your friends' interest and your community's interest in mind first, before you worry about what's going on everywhere else. And then if everybody does that, then we'll all work together to create something better. And we'll all do it, maybe not as fast as these elites would want you to, because like I said, they're going to survive anyway. But we're going to eventually get there. And people are not going to freaking starve and freeze and be trapped in it. If cars fail, only the elite are going to be able to freaking travel. Do you think that if they have electric trains. You can get across the United States in an electric train, but you know how much that's going to cost? Only the people that have a lot of freaking money are going to be able to travel, even to another city. You're going to be stuck in, just like in the Dark Ages, you're going to be stuck within 20 miles of where you were born for the rest of your life. Most people wouldn't be able to get out of that. Anyway, I've got to stop ranting. I just think it's really bizarre how back in the early 1900s, all the way up until the mid 1900s, people were fighting so hard to fight against this collectivism, this freaking socialism and communism. We were fighting so hard because we knew that it would screw up our lives, screw up our ways of life, screw up our freaking, the things that we care most about. We knew that that would happen. And it's already happening. It's happening now. It's done. It's here. We knew this as a people 100 freaking years ago. 50 years ago, especially back in the freaking Cold War era, we knew it. We knew that communist way of life and the socialist way of life would ruin everything that we've built up for the last 2,000 years. And now people are just letting it happen. And I heard somebody mention this not too long ago on some video that I watched, and it's so true. I don't listen to shit and just blindly follow what they say. When I hear something that just sticks, when it makes so much sense, then I'll repeat it, and then I'll put it into my own opinions of things. And he said, or it was a she, I think it was a woman that said this, that see how they put it. I don't even remember how she put it. Hold on, let me think about that for a minute and I'll get back to you.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Yeah.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Anyway, I was just thinking about this. What that lady said is that we used to know when I was younger, at least, we used to know. Okay, so World War II was the last war that we had fought that we did for a real righteous reason in the eyes of people nowadays. We were trying to stop the Nazis from taking over the world. They don't realize that after that we were trying to keep the communists from taking over the world. But so everybody was on board with World War II to fight against the Nazis and Japan. The people that fought in that war kept that patriotism alive after that, and they all pretty much died off by now. But their children, the boomers, picked up that mantle and started carrying the patriotism forward and trying to keep this American dream alive. But the further we get away from World War II, which is already 80 years ago when it started, over 80 years ago. Yeah, it's been over 80 years since World War II started. It's been about 84 years. And it ended about 79 years ago. Okay, so the further we get away from that point in history, the more people forget what we were actually, how to keep this American spirit alive and keep it. It's starting to get more into this globalist look of things, and that's perpetrated by big business. Big business wants globalism because then they have one price for everybody, and they can put everybody under this big umbrella of consumerism. But that's not what American society was about, and European society was about. So the further we get away from World War II, the more we forget about the patriotism of our own countries. And the people that are growing up now have no memory of World War II or the Cold War. The Cold War ended at the end of the 80s. So you have all these people now that are born after that. They have no clue. They can read about it in books. They can have people tell them about it. But there's no lived experience. So they're freaking completely lost. And they're buying into this globalist idea. And there's no room for patriotism in that. And so they're just falling for these lies, man. And the biggest lie ever is that China and Russia, actually Russia, if it wasn't for Putin, Russia was starting to get to have a good type of system. They were starting to get into the 21st century before Putin. And Putin is more of a dictator now. So now they just went back. They just went backwards. They're not free anymore. They're not like the free Europe, and they're trying to freaking take over free nations like, freaking Ukraine and stuff. They're trying, and they're starting to fall back into their old ways. And now that seems like they're going to start partnering up with China. I bet you they go completely in the reverse, and they're going to freaking go back to communism. They were on the right track for a while, and then they just slipped back again, mostly because of Putin. But anyway, most younger people don't even understand why we didn't like communism back, in the Cold War. And it's because the people just didn't have any freedom. The Russian people, the communist people in Russia, in the Soviet Union, and in places like freaking Cuba and other socialist, Marxist, communist countries, China included, these places, the people did not interact with the rest of the world. They were sequestered into their own. That's why we call it the Iron Curtain. They could not get past the Iron Curtain. They couldn't interact with the rest of the world. And that's what they're doing again. And that's what happens if China takes over the world, and which is very, very possible the way things look now. In the next 50 to 100 years, China will own the world if things keep going in the direction they're going now. And what happens then? There's going to be some elite at the top that knows exactly what's going on, and everybody else is going to be silenced. And the only information they get is going to be in underground radio and the black market and word of mouth, because it's going to be illegal for them to talk bad about the government. What I'm doing right now would be illegal. And we can't let that freaking happen, man. We can't let shit like that happen, because it's just going to be us and them then. It's going to be the elite who knows everything, and everybody else is not going to know. We're going to be in a fucking another dark ages. And that's where freaking Russia was for the last, freaking 100 years until the Soviet Union fell. And now it's going back there again. And that's what China wants the rest of the world to be like. Where you have everything dictated to you by the state. And all these Marxists think that they can get a free state. Hell no, we're already freaking worried. And then they freaking try to defend China. Look how China is. Look at how they don't have poverty anymore, and blah 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 blah. They don't have poverty because everybody's on the same fucking level, except for the elite. Everybody in China is licking the boots of the fucking people in charge. So nobody has the free will to do what they want to do. And that's how China wants the rest of the world to be. And they're getting close to that happening. And the stock market closed off to the public in China. I don't even think they have a stock market in China because they're communists. I think they're part of the stock market, but as a state, as a whole, but not. I don't even know, man. It's businesses in China have to be part of the Communist Party, or they cannot run. So the Communist Party has a say in whatever they do. And I don't know enough about the stock market to really say a whole lot about it. But the idea of communism wouldn't really allow it. The real idea of communism would not allow them to be in the stock market. But I don't think that I think that they're using okay, without capitalism, when people say that freaking China doesn't have poverty, without capitalism in the rest of the world, China would have poverty, bad poverty. They are using our capitalism for their benefit. Although they don't have basic capitalism in their own country, they have a small form of it. You know, people are allowed to make so much money, but if they make too much money, then it goes to the state. You know, they can make a modest amount of money and do it on their own. I don't even know. Tell you the truth. Real communism wouldn't allow for that, because then people would be unequal. There wouldn't be equity and equality. Well, which equity and equality are two different things, really, but they want both. Anyway, I should get back to the game. Sorry, I'm just ranting on tonight. Mostly because of a bunch of crap that's going on the news lately, and it's just getting into my brain. I need to stop watching the news.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
Where exactly are we on the map? Oh, wrong button. Oh shit, we're in the dark forest. Or the forbidden forest. What was this little girl doing in the forbidden forest?
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Well, I've been seeing those guys running around this whole time, fighting with them, actually. That are not side by side, but...
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind.
Revelio.
And the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
What is that? Oh shit. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Come on. I was wanting to see what that is. I need to put a marker here so I can come back. I think we're going right back to this spot.
Revelio.
That's where we're going.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
What
It
happened? He
seems
just
that a lot of beasts
ate
have been
that
more
deer?
aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Oh shit, too far. Where's she going? Why is she just standing there?
Revelio.
There's a chest on that
This
island.
is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Okay, can I go across the island real quick?
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Revelio.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Pelts. Poor beasts.
That it? That's it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here.
How would Merlin
I
know?
don't have a good feeling about this.
Oh, this way.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Do you need a hiatus from the news?
Look,
Probably.
down there. Revelio.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
1 foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
Revelio.
It's all about having a keen eye. Take me, for instance. My eye's as keen as a niffler's on a pile of gold, or a nogtail to a sow. No, I'm not bragging. That's just the truth, that is. Can't help me natural gifts now, can I?
I'm gonna see what each one of these guys are. But enter the tent. Oh, well, we got to get rid of these guys first. Let's do this.
Accio. Bombarda.
Levioso! You'll pay for that! Amateur! Reducto! Head in the clouds, this one!
Bombarda.
You having the knack at all?
Arresto
I'll
momentum.
watch the light go out of your eyes. No! Levioso! Takego!
Bombarda.
Levioso!
Later.
Ah! Levioso!
Well,
Levioso! Is this what they teach in her bolin?
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Levioso!
is she still alive?
Revelio.
Oh, wait, there's more of them down there. Oh, they're fighting the centaur dude.
Revelio.
Inner poacher's tent.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
They're fighting. Dragon fights.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted. Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
Revelio.
Is that guy looking this way?
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a buck.
Royal Battle Championship.
Revelio.
What's in here? Get in here? No. Guess that's the only way to go.
Revelio.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis. Revelio. Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
Bunch of dudes over that way. So they're just like ordinary wizards all in here watching this? Okay.
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
That's a big-ass dragon there.
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Even her odds.
What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
Revelio.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hey, an apple.
Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
That's
Revelio.
Lightfoot, the word.
Oh, we just gotta kill them all?
Careful! Ramrot will want his dragon intact! Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit these.
How the troll you are! I've heard centaurs quieter than... Oh!
Expelliarmus!
Oh, somebody up there.
Here I find you. Back from... Leviosa!
Revelio.
Is that all of them?
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
Yeah,
Let's play Predator.
Stop!
Glacis.
You've made him a...
Let's get this over with.
Like to torture dragons, do you? See how you like this?
Revelio.
Damn!
I see you.
Flipendo.
Ha ha! Time to teach someone a lesson! Levioso!
This will not go well.
Want to spill?
Damn! I'm stuck! Can't get out of here!
Young friend.
I shall have been.
Levioso.
Let's see you survive.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Revelio.
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraint.
Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Dinner. Yep, buddy.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
What?
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Why should we... What should we do with the egg?
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Do you think the poachers will retaliate?
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Fire and Vice?
Revelio.
Well, she got out here quick, didn't she?
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
Okay, I want to learn that spell. I think that's one of the only... Wait, wrong way. One of the only spells I got left. It's that one. The only other two that I have left are these dark magic, or forbidden magic ones. Unforgivable curses, which I probably won't use anyway, but this one looks like something that I want to use. So, wait. Let's go talk to Weasley. What's that? Hey, court match thing. I gotta do that after I go talk to the Weasley lady. Collect field guide page in the Under Harbor. Field guide page from the Book of Immediate Transfiguration in the library. The Under Harbor is, damn it. Arr. Is that it right there? Guess that's the only way to get there. Dragons deserve better. Yep. Yeah, that was messed up, man. Treat them like pit bulls. Pit bulls shouldn't be treated like pit bulls, let alone a dragon. Cool fight, yeah. That's pretty crazy, man. I can't get through here, can I? Let's get my hat all wet and my dragon coat. Oh, hey. You know, there's another way to get in here. I could have went through there.
Revelio.
There's a ghost lady.
So this is the underground harbour. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
Grey Lady? Is that what you called it? What game was that? Fable. Fable 2? You can marry some lady named Lady Grey. She was dead too. What am I doing here?
Revelio.
Oh, right there. Underground harbor. Located deep beneath the viaduct courtyard is the landing for boats delivering first-year students across the Black Lake to Hogwarts. All right, got that one. Now what? It disappeared. Going to bed. Good night. Yeah, hey, good night, Blue Jay. Sorry kept you up so late. I want to at least get this last potion before I get off, or last spell before I get off. And then I'll get off because I'll probably want to play this in the daytime tomorrow, and I want to be able to mess around with that spell a little bit. So, and I don't want to. When I'm doing this in the daytime, I don't do any of the quests. Wow, that's a little bit laggy.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Who's this? Yeah, good night, Blue Jay. Hope you feel better tomorrow. I know you're getting better, so that's a good sign. Sophronia?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
Sure she's not a Weasley? She's got the red hair and everything.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Golden Snitch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
I should know this from the movies. Felix Felicius, the Hotzi Draught, the Pepper Up Potion. Should I have no clue, man? Anybody else know? Is this Soul Hogwarts lore? Yep. I've seen him. It was in the movies. They had some liquid luck. I remember that. Let's try this one.
The Alihotzi draft.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis.
I was going to say that.
Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Tale of the Three Brothers. Deadly Hollows. Ain't that the name of the last movie? I don't think the Deadly Hollows is a artifact, it's a place. Horcrux. I've heard that before. Oh, Blue Jay's still here? I thought he was gone. So it's not the Founders relics, because that's what I'm after now. And I don't remember anything about the three brothers in the Founders tales. Horcrux. I've heard that somewhere. Horcrux. I think a Horcrux is a freaking like a Reaper type thing or something. So that's not an artifact. I don't know. Deadly Hollows. That's the name of one of the books or one of the movies or something, ain't it? Horcrux is a death dealer. Is that what it is? Is that what you said? I'll try what you said, Deadly Hollows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
This one.
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the Quaffle. When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
Polyjuice? Say false.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Let's try it. Okay, don't, I'm not going to look at this. Well, I guess you can say whatever you want on the chat, but I'm not going to look at the chat unless I actually ask for an answer. That's like in that first one I knew, or that second one I knew that I didn't know it. That's why I asked if anybody knew it. And Blue Jay answered after that, but I didn't even think he was here. Figured I'd hang around to see how far you got. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try answering these myself.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Wizards Council, the International Confederation of Wizards, Order of Merlin. Huh. Directly preceded. Merlin was like 1,000 years ago, wasn't he? So it wouldn't. I don't know.
The Wizards Council.
That's correct. The Wizards Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Antipodian, Opali, Peruvian viper tooth, Ukrainian ironbelly. I've never heard of any of those.
The Peruvian viper tooth.
Brilliant! Though the viper tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Oh, wait. They said that at the start of the game sometime, somewhere. Hengist the Woodcroft, Elfrida Craig, Quincy Hogg. Try that.
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Hide behind. I don't know.
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a lethifold?
Knockback Jinx. Stunning spell. Patronus. Patronus. I've heard that one. Patronus. Patronus.
The Patronus charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Who would go on holiday in Papua New Guinea? Get ate by a freaking pygmy or something. Who published the laws of elemental transfiguration? Gamp. Erpington. Only name here that I've even heard is this one, so let's try that.
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic. Never tickle a sleeping dragon. Look before you leap. Those two don't sound right. Let's try the first one.
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Magical creature. Ashwinders are... A basilisk is a kind of a dragon. I don't think that would do it through its mouth. Some kind of a spore might. Rune spore? Ashwinders are those freaking bad guys that we've been fighting. I don't think they're gonna... They look more humanoid. So they're not gonna produce eggs, probably.
The rune spore.
That's right! According to parcel mouths, each of the rune spore's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Greylock, Pyrenees, Amazon rainforest. Ilvermorny. Where's the Pyrenees? Pyrenees Mountains, I've heard of that. That's in Greece, maybe? Let's try Mount Greylock, because that one just sounds like it's made up.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Induce euphoria? Vero... Love potion. Amor means love, so that one's got to be it.
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Such as dusty book covers, or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Huh. She might give me something for trying. I only got, what, 1 wrong that last time, huh? That motto is terrible. Fam? Elixir Euphoria sounds like a perfume. Yeah, that motto, I think I remember seeing that inside one of the movies, and if she would have said it first in Latin like that, Draco, I know that means dragon, so I probably would have guessed it right. I missed that one, and I missed one other one, right? I got most of them right just by process of elimination. Let me try the last round.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Emmerich the Evil? Egbert the Egregious? Sir Egregian? Beatrix Bloxham.
Beatrix Bloxham.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
What? If the chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing? Blatching, haversacking, or stooging? I don't know. Let's try this one.
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Mankled Manaclaw. Hairy ears, bad luck, webbed feet.
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Stink sap. Mimbulus Mimblatona. Fluxseed. Soporian. Sopoporius bean. Try that one.
Sopophorus bean.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus Mimbletonia. The Mimbulus Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
A remedy. Woman right. Basil flack. Linfred of Stinchcombe. I don't know.
Bowman right.
That's incorrect. The answer was Linfred of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linfred's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
What the hell? How am I supposed to know any of these? The Wizard and the Hopping Pot. His wand, a smaller pot. Let's try his wand.
His wand.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
West Virginia. Actually, North America. That's a creature in Fallout. So, I think North America.
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
That's funny that it had... Okay, so Fallout is actually based... well, all the Fallouts have a lot to do with the mythology of the regions that they're from. Especially Fallout 76. Fallout 76 has a lot of regional folklore and myths and stuff like that. And Snallygasters are one of the creatures in Fallout 76. I fight them every day. Basil Flack sounds like something I call my smoothie. Has that one Mothman thing, right? Yep, has the Mothman also. Anyway, who is Muggle Knight? Who is the Muggle Knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune? Sir Hamset, Luckless, or Lancelot? Let's try Lancelot. That's the only one I've heard of.
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
Kelpie. Damn, I've got most of these freaking wrong, huh? Let's try the Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the Kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
First Minister of Magic? Or for Magic? Ulrich Gamp. We just had something about Gamp a while ago, didn't we? Cadmus Piveril. And Ethelred the Ever-Ready. That sounds like one.
Ethelred the Ever-Ready.
No, the first minister was Ulrich Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Got the guide. Book of Intermediate Transfiguration. This book is designed to help guide the students who wish to pursue more complicated types of transfiguration. Professor Weasley often recommends it to her advanced students as a bit of light reading.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Okay. I'm getting so much crap, man. I wish I could do something about all these locked items, man. I've got like 15 of them now. Only hold 40 items. I'm not too far away. Let me just run. The way.
You're my second favorite hero.
What? What's her first favorite? And why am I a hero to anybody? Or was she just talking to some book? Hey! All the decorations are gone. There's Halloween decorations before.
Uncle Roland sends his best. He often asks after you and his owls.
Revelio.
Wait, have I even been in here before? What am I doing?
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
I just did.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
Attend the class. People, get them away. I'm trying to do something here. There we go.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
AYAX. Wow. I missed one of them. I hit 2 buttons by accident.
Beautifully done.
Alrighty. Is that it? Speak to Weasley.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Assignments of help.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Have an uncollected what? Oh. Complete assignments? That's the last of the assignments? Still got a lot of main story left and some relationship stuff. A lot of those. Dragon debrief. Mum's the word. Yeah, I'm going to have to do those tomorrow. So I'm going to end the stream here, guys. A little late here. I have to sleep. See you next time. Hey, good night, Alan. Probably missed you, though, huh? But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night with more, unless I play Fallout. I don't know, I haven't heard from Darcy yet, so there's no telling. I'll probably be playing this. Anyway, till next time, leave a like, share, subscribe, support my channel if you can with PayPal or Patreon, all in the links below, and hope to see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Adios!